So, seeing you guys very shortly. Hello again, everyone. Well, I found where I lost a chest. Right up there. Yep. Feel pretty silly since it's in the first section of the clock tower with gears, which I remembered had something to do with where it was located. Yeah. Go all the way over here. And, indeed, it's the third ruby. That would have been kind of silly to miss. So now, watch how quickly that charges. Huge explosion! Let's come on. Let's see if we can get it better. Yeah, that does lots of damage. But we only have a little item to get there, 2 items to get there, and another set of armor. What are we going to want to do now? Well, we have a very, very major boss battle coming up. And we have lots of money. So let's go and see if we can't pick up some Coddle Elixirs. Besides, it might be nice to check on Redmond really quick here. Otto, tell me, have you found Elena? She was locked up in the castle dungeon? Thank heavens she's alright. Looks like Elena snuck out of town when my injuries were being treated. Judging by what that maid from Valestein Castle said, the whole place is full of monsters now. Everyone in the town is worried now since things have gotten so dangerous. I swear, what am I going to do with that little tomboy? I made here from the castle. Came to see the mayor a little while ago. Haven't seen her leave, so I imagine she must still be in his house. Well, I'm glad that Fran's okay. Yo, Adel, how are things in the castle? Just like Gardner said, the miners will find some way to keep the town safe. He's still hurt, but he'll manage like the rest of us. The monsters haven't been very active lately, so it shouldn't be too bad. We'll handle things here. You just do what you have to do in Valestein. Gotta love just the community of this game. The people are so great. Let's talk to you really quick. Looks like Valestein Castle's become a pretty dangerous place. Don't know what's waiting for you in there, but I suggest you make sure you're well equipped for it. As the famous Roman general once said, the victor is decided before the first clash of arms. And that's true. There's supposedly a cloak that can help cure wounds if worn. There are tales of being passed amongst those who believe in the ancient spirits. I'm sure that if you could find it, it would prove most useful to you. If there's anything that Adonis and I can do to help Felghana, we'll do what we can for you. Well, we could buy that, but I'm not using that till the final boss anyway. 1 Coddle Elixir, 2 Coddle Elixirs. Can't afford any more. Grr. But that's fine. We still get a lovely little increase. 3 health. 3 health. Bringing us up to 320 health, which is more than I usually have for this point in the game, and I really haven't done any grinding. So, I guess I just never really spend that excess money on Coddle Elixirs till the very end of the game. Don't know why I'd be that silly, but guess I am. Let's go and see Fran. I came to ask the mayor if he'd be willing to help Milady, but it seems he has his hands full dealing with problems here right now. Milady, I am humbled that you would hear the words of a mere servant such as myself. The mayor and the gatekeeper are under a great deal of stress, but they have both been most gracious. For that I am truly grateful.
Oh, you're back, Otto. Fran here told me your time spent in the castle has been very difficult. I don't believe she had anything to do with the incident at the castle. I'd very much like to help her, but my hands are full just making sure the town is safe. I don't think things at the castle are settled just yet. I don't believe she has anything. He just says the same thing over and over and over again. You used to be more interesting. Though there aren't any monsters around right now. I'd really just like to hide until all the monsters are gone. Couldn't do that, though. If the town were destroyed while I was hiding, I'd be dead just the same. I'd never get to enjoy a good meal again. We're no good at fighting. We can't stand a chance against the monsters. If I see a monster or a soldier, I'm supposed to shout for everyone to run. Probably the only thing you'd be good at, no offense. Oh, it's you. It's been very noisy lately, but I still pray for my grandson's soul to rest peacefully. Please don't get in the way. Otto said that Bob was still alive.
Are you serious? So he's down in the castle dungeon and cut off from contacting anyone. But he's alive. Oh, Bob, thank God. And Elena was with him, no less. It's like a weight's been lifted off from my shoulders. You should bring both of them safely back to Redmond as soon as you can. How cruel that the lord of the castle would lock Bob in the dungeons like that. But thank God he's alive. Now all that's needed is to bring him and Elena back home safely. Have you found Elena, Otto?
Otto said that Elena was safe.
Lord be praised. I'm sure his sister Nell will be pleased to hear that as well. But still, to think the people in the castle have been turned into monsters, The eyes of the soldiers who attacked Redmond were blank, as if they were being controlled. Almighty God, please guide their souls to a peaceful rest. What's going to happen now? Can't really blame the guy for his question there.
I'm not going to die in this place. I still have to become the best merchant in the world. I haven't lived my life to be killed by some monster in a backwoods town. I'm such a jerk. Ooh, Hugo actually finally went inside. And he's supposed to scream. So he's actually walking around. The miners have been patrolling the road on their own. We're not going to just roll over and let them wreck Felghana worse than they already have. If the monsters or soldiers attack again, you're going to help fight them all too, right, Otto? Paul may be a coward, but he's still the best miner around. If he just focuses on that, I think he might even be able to put up a decent fight.
Ah, Hugo's inside. I think Dad and the other grown-ups are getting really stressed out. No one's told me anything, so it's got me really worried. I don't think I've done anything wrong, so I wonder what's going on. But everything should be okay with you here, right, Mr. Otto?
Poor guy.
Yeah, didn't mean to keep talking to you. Oh, dear Lord, please see your flock safely through this catastrophe. If Bishop Nicholas were here, I think he would do much to alleviate the people's fear.
No comment.
We received word from the mayor that we shouldn't leave our homes. Apparently monsters have been coming from Valstein Castle. What in the world has Count McGuire been doing in there? What's going to happen to our town?
Don't worry, nothing under my watch. At least, nothing bad, obviously.
My daddy's protecting the town. You're pretty cool, mister. But so's my daddy. Grandpa and I are both protecting our house.
I like Anya.
Nothing good could come of McGuire being here. I bet any amount of money that he's the cause of everything that's happening. Don't you think this whole series of disasters is his fault? As soon as he's kicked out of Felghana, the better off we'll all be.
Can't really blame Raucus.
He has himself a good little point there.
We just have a couple last little places to check. Nothing's going to be in here since Ida's not there. Check out the inn. Margot's been telling me about what's happening at Valstein Castle. It's no good at all. Thought I'd survive long in that castle, but I have to wonder, what's going to become of this town with all that happening? I really need to get back to my family. Not much else I can do.
We heard from the mayor a little while ago. He says that the people in the castle have been turning into monsters. I don't know, I just can't believe it. We've been trying to help everyone who's escaped, so I'm letting them stay at my place. Right now, we're just getting ready. Times like these, it doesn't matter if they're native townsfolk or from the castle. There's plenty I'd like to say to them, but it's not going to do any good to upset them right now. I've heard from the mayor that the town's been attacked by soldiers who were turned into monsters. But who could have been transforming the soldiers like that? I'm just worried for Chester and Elena's safety. All the news we've been getting is all bad.
Nice guy. Don't worry, Mike will be here soon to relieve you.
I'm entirely too proud of that.
So, no clue where those two soldiers were that were all freaked out in front of the castle, but we'll just assume that they forgot about them or they died while trying to get here. Let's check out tap that really quick. Check to see if the monster's out here. Nah, we're still looking at these guys. So yeah, I could... Oh wow, watch that. Even these guys can't damage me anymore. I am epic. Push me, you can't kill me.
So, with that said, we've only really got one last thing we gotta do.
This is going to be probably my most difficult challenge yet. So, let's take a good little save. Gonna take a very brief little pause, then we'll continue on. Welcome back. Now we have a very difficult little battle on our hands. Not really so little.
No, you can't be from Genos Island. I know what I've done, but please, just hear me out. I only wanted to use the demon's power to make Felghana into a strong and powerful nation. I meant to ask the people of the island for their assistance. I never gave any orders to exterminate them. It was a mistake. I never thought things would turn out like that. I'm not lying. Please, you have to believe me.
Well, what a surprise. Even now you still seek to worm your way out of your responsibilities.
I imagine that those you sacrificed by turning them into monsters are granted no such respite.
All of this, every last bit of it,
was caused by your own foolish ambition and greed. You will pay for your crimes against my people in blood. Aye! I told you before, don't even think of trying to interfere. And now, Chester, with both of his swords. This is my affair. It is not your place to get involved. If you insist on getting in my way, I'll run you through, just like I did Dogi. So here, we have the ultimate battle against Chester. In many ways, he's just an increased version of what he was like before. And remember when I mentioned he's the game's that boss? Yep, I was sort of lampshading this version. You want to wait till he does his charge-up attack. Don't do too much damage to him. But this time, instead of just throwing daggers, he's throwing energy waves. Yeah. And that's what happens if you attack his shield too many times. You can generally get away in time, but yeah. You want to keep a good eye on him and on yourself. You want to be careful, really, not to try and be too offensive. This is a defensive battle because Chester, he outclasses Hobble in just about every single way, and none of your abilities, do anything to him. I'll be honest, he's probably going to kill me the first time, and I'll just keep in my first death, just because I think that this guy, if anyone's worthy of being shown to kill me, it's going to be Chester. And while he's already gotten that honor, I have no problem bestowing it to him twice. So, that's Chester. However, I'm only going to show that one death against him. Next time you see me fight him, it's going to be for real. Well, it's going to be the victory. I didn't really mean to lose. Chester Stoddard, the Vengeful White Knight. This guy, he is a challenge under the best scenario. And here is not the best scenario. He's not pulling back punches anymore, and you're standing in the way of his revenge, which is what he's dedicated his entire life to. He's not holding back anymore, in any way. But while the powers of Genos are useless against him, probably because he is a descendant of the guy, you can still smack him around using the Earth Bracelet and use it to grant yourself some temporary invincibility. Even if you don't manage to hit him with it, you still get the same length of invulnerability you got from it in every other scenario, so no reason to hold back. This battle is just very, very difficult. But I think I actually have a chance this time. I even was starting to get really, really super sloppy too. Yeah. Oh, he's down to such little health for Chester. And the problem is, I'm pretty sure that's even more damage than he'll do with a boosted shot when I'm boosting defense, so it's gonna have to be very close. This is extraordinary. This is the kind of thrill I'm talking about here. You could end me at any second. If I just make one little mistake, this whole battle's over. That is an epic battle. You've gotten a lot better. But I'll be damned if you think I'll withdraw now. Bah. That was a truly awesome fight. A truly awesome fight indeed.
Chester Stoddard, the vengeful White Knight. The final battle over who is the better swordsman is decided in the castle tower. He hoped that the fight would decide his future. However, despite his tenacity and skill, Otto proved to be his better.